Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys. Well, obviously, you guys know I was going to try to bring my camera, but this was such a quick trip for me to be out of town and in Salt Lake City. I will be back tomorrow night, so I just figured why not just do it this way. Um, Jason is not going to love this, but that's okay. All right, guys. Well, we have Vanderpump Rules to talk about. It looks like Scheana is clearing up some of the rumors. So before I jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also, I'm so sorry about not having hot, messy topics today, but don't worry, guys. We will be back next week full force. Let's go.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So we're going to get right into this, especially because we have, well, some Vanderpump Rules to talk about. And honestly, I'm missing Vanderpump Rules. I feel like they should have started filming forever ago. But I do understand that everybody's busy and, well, some things are being cleared up. Thank you to Breaking the Rules pod clips. You guys remember Nick Vile, right? Well, he's claiming a Vanderpump Rules producer said there is a plan B with no more Ariana Madix. So, yeah, of course we're going to talk about it. Here we go.
A producer of Vanderpump. It was a while back, and I heard they have a backup plan to replace Ariana.
What is it?
I don't know. That only that
You didn't ask?
they weren't going to tell me, but they have been preparing for the possibility of Ariana not coming back. They also pointed out to me that, like, regardless of all the things that Ariana's doing, whether it's Love Island or Broadway, what she makes on Vanderpump is so much more.
Astronomically.
The Broadway?
Yeah.
Broadway does not pay.
And even being the host of Love Island, I
Love Island has to be paying her a lot.
I think they're paying her, but compared to what she's been making or can make on
Because
Vanderpump,
seniority, yeah.
it's like drastically different. Say what you want about not wanting to film or do scenes, but like, how much is, not enough? Like $1 million?
How much does she have to get paid to talk to Tom Sandoval?
Honestly, that's true. It's
Yeah.
like I would talk to Tom Sandoval for a couple mil.
$1 million?
Me
I
too.
talked to him for nothing on this sitting here and got quite disrespected. So, shit.
You should go to Bravo.
I should go to Bravo. Listen,
Be
Bravo.
like, hey,
I talked to him
you
for
owe
free.
me.
Evolution
Yeah.
Media.
Now pay me.
Okay, wait. So
A lot of speculation about Vanderpump and why it may not come back, and there's a lot of speculation that they're just having a hard time affording all these.
So the speculation specifically right now is the contract.
Who is the most irreplaceable?
So that's the
cast
thing.
member?
So to me, I'm like, okay, Ariana has to be one of the most expensive,
And
I would
Sandoval.
assume, and Sandoval and maybe LVP.
I ran into a producer of Vanderpump. It was a while.
Okay, so I do want to say I could see where they would think that she would be the most expensive. I don't think that she's the most expensive because it doesn't really work like that with Vanderpump Rules. It is a tier system. So all of the people who have been fully contracted cast members on the show, like let's just say Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz started season 1, which they did, and they never got friend of contracts. They were full-time the whole time, both of them. They would be getting paid the exact same thing for season 12, as long as neither one of them wavered into a friend contract or episodic pay. So I don't think that it's Ariana negotiating much higher rates or whatever the case was. Raquel tried to do that, and it did not work out for Raquel. Actually, she tried getting the same pay as Tom Sandoval, and they were like, no, absolutely not. But even when they're saying Nick Vile too about Ariana, and she makes a substantial amount on Vanderpump Rules at this point, that is true. She is making well over $800,000 for a season. However, at the end of the day, they're saying, well, it's so much more than she made on Broadway, and it's so much more than she made with Love Island. I don't know if that's true. I was hearing that she was getting paid almost 7 figures for Love Island and that hosting gig. And if that's the case, then she's getting paid substantial amounts of money. And not only that, her social media alone, this is why I think that Love Island was paying a hefty amount. Her social media posts alone are commanding anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 a post. So how in somebody's right mind would they think that, oh, she's doing Love Island, she's only making $200,000 when she has to go live in Fiji, which I know that sounds like so hard to live in Fiji and host the show, but there's no way. There's no way. I'm just telling you, there's no way. Now, you know who else was speaking out? Was Scheana. So let's get into it.
And we're back. Will there be a VPR season 12? Who is holding up production of VPR? Do you think VPR will come back? So many questions about this. I don't know. I hope so. I think we definitely owe it to the fans to, whether it is a final season, whether it is a continuation of our storyline, in whatever way, I think that we owe it to everyone to do another. I don't feel like our story ended in San Francisco last year and at that reunion. I think there is so much more story to tell. So I know there have been some reports saying there are delays due to like some cast members not getting along and whatnot, holding out for more money. I haven't heard that personally. That's definitely not me. So I guess, the simple answer for all of you is just there is no status update to share. Whether that is onto a new chapter or the final one, I think we've at least got one more, but I don't know anything for sure. That's just how I feel. So, and we're back.
Okay. Well, again, going back to it, they can't really have contract negotiations. If anything that they're negotiating, it would be a friend of versus a full-time contract. And also the other thing that they would be negotiating would be like, say Katie wants to come onto the show, but she doesn't want to introduce her new boyfriend. Her boyfriend doesn't want to film. Well, if her boyfriend doesn't want to film, then they can always reduce her role. And then she would negotiate, listen, instead of reducing my role and reducing the pay, why don't I give you this, this, and this in exchange? Or I can talk about my boyfriend. He just doesn't want to do the show. So those are different negotiations that you can have, but money's not really one of them. Yeah. So there's that. But speaking of Katie's new boo, well, Scheana talked about him too. So here we go.
What do you think of Katie and Nick? So I actually met him this weekend. We were all by the artist trailers in the hangout area, and him and Katie were walking up while I was standing at the taco truck in line getting food. And I said hi to her. Her hair's just
Katie. I do think, I'm just trying to understand this really quick. Hold on. I mean, especially for Katie, well, let's just play it.
It's like really cute reddish color right now. She introduced me to her boyfriend. And I know there's been some things online recently I've seen little bits and pieces of, but let me tell you, he could not have been nicer. We ended up at a different food truck in like a 5-10 minute conversation with some mutual friends. He's from San Diego, and we just like talked about that. And then I ran into them again later back at the hotel at the end of the night, and was just such a sweet guy. Caught the end of their set. We actually left Fall Out Boy a little early because they were playing at the same time, but I wanted to check out Sleeping with Sirens. I wanted to see what the band was all about, and they were really good. So it was fun. I was glad I got to see her, meet him, see the band, and overall it was a very fun weekend. What do you think of
Okay, Sheener. All right, guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are, especially about the negotiations and the Ariana plan B of it all. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Plan B of Vanderpump Rules without Ariana. You guys get what I'm saying, Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, guys. So pop off in the comment section. Again, I'm so sorry that I didn't make Hot Messy Topics today, but don't worry, you guys. I will be back on Monday. And also, I'm sorry for all of the silliness that is going on social media right now. I think it's absolutely absurd. Sometimes, though, you have to protect yourself and defend yourself, especially if people are making you out to look like a liar and all of the things. And yeah, I mean, sometimes you just have enough. And I think it's okay to defend yourself, and it's okay to react, and not always, and it always depends on how you are going to react. But if you gotta bully you guys, you gotta stick up to the bully. That's it. You can't just let people like run your name through the mud. Don't do that. Stand up for yourself. I fully support that. But I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Smash the like button. Bye.